Well, the crypto market is pulling back a little bit today, leaving many crypto investors a bit worried and wondering whether or not the big run is over. Well, in today's video, I wanted to answer that question for you really quickly before I head out to the airport. So let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. So what we're going to be paying attention to really quickly is Bitcoin. And as you can see, Bitcoin's price has pulled back, currently right back to around $117,000, again, causing a little bit of concern in the market. You head over to CryptoBubbles, and CryptoBubbles also isn't looking great on the day. Things like Fartcoin, Phil, FET, Jasmy, and many more are all down. Now, we have a couple winners today, right? We got Bonk, we got Saros, we got Pingu, but those for the most part are the only ones that are seeing any real growth. And so again, it's causing a lot of concern here in the market. Now, honestly, I'm going to make this quick for you and just go out and say that this is not a cause for concern. Like, what's happening in the market right now is not a concern. It's not a worry. It's not even something I'm even thinking about that much. And the reason I say that is because it's normal. What you have to understand is that Bitcoin's price was in a massive descending channel and it broke out of it. And as it broke out of it, it broke all the way up to one of the biggest, most important extension zones, one of the most important resistance levels of Bitcoin's history, being the 1.272 Fibonacci extension at $121,000. And of course, as its price was getting closer and closer to it, I told you over and over and over again, like, listen, things are getting a little bit spooky. We were seeing the bearish signals printing on the Bitcoin chart, which implies that this was going to be a difficult zone. This is bearish territory. And what I mean by that is that the bears, they're going to step in right here. They're going to try to force that price down because they know when we break that 121 zone, guys, it opens up the door to 135, 130, and they don't want that, right? And so they're stepping in. They're trying to force the price down. You also looked at we also looked at the RSI over the last couple of days, and I told you, look, the RSI is extremely high. So it wouldn't shock me at all if Bitcoin's price decides to pull back a little bit from here. And that's all that's happening. In addition to that, if you head over to the liquidation map, let's give this a bit of a little refresh. As you saw there, the liquidations were heavily favored in the direction that some sort of pullback would be on the way. And now, if we actually look at the 30-day, although it is still pretty heavily weighted to the downside, we're starting to see these upside liquidations pile up right now as people start shorting the market, right? And so all this stuff tells us, what all of this means is that we were very overextended. Bitcoin's price went very high. If you guys don't remember, let's go check this out real quick. The Crypto Fear and Greed Index, Greed Index is currently sat at a 72, which is extremely greedy, and it's the perfect combination for Bitcoin's price to slow down a little bit. You got to understand, Bitcoin can't just run to the upside forever. It needs these little moments where it pulls back, where it cools down, because this is what allows for those, of course, bigger runs to the upside over time. And so with that in mind, again, I know it feels scary and I know it feels worrying, but trust me when I tell you, it's not all that bad. This is a natural, healthy correction, and I do believe we'll try to find some support and try to continue upwards from here. So, of course, I'll continue to update you as this does play out. Follow me on